What's up? What's the word?
I've been following the migrants, especially like how much that the government been allocating specifically to Chicago to help them in the suburban areas. And I remember back in like February, they gave them like an extra, I think 30 million.
30 million?
Gave them an extra 30 million just so they can convince the suburbs to take some of the asylum seekers, because we were getting too crowded, and that's when it was getting real cold. And it was, remember, it was on the news that they were saying, we finna go back to, where we came from because it's too cold. No, but so now the budget is up to 300 million that they spent, and this is for shelter, food, money in their own pocket because they get a stipend.
300 M's?
And they said when they put them in, Dr. Umar said when they put them in some of these shelters for the asylum seekers, they are like educating them through the day, giving them a place to sleep at night, and they're preparing to just put them into the workforce to take most of the jobs that other people aren't taking. So I guess the biggest question that everybody wants to know, which I feel like we still don't understand the answer to, is why do our homeless communities not get this type of treatment? Why don't you move like convicted felons? Y'all put them in halfway houses, but y'all don't get them that extra education. They get a little education when they in.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But when they get out, a lot of times you don't get that help that you need to escape where you came from. So they go back to doing what they used to doing, and they end up back in jail. That's why people say it's always, you can't never escape the system. It's like you paying so much attention to people that's not from here. Which I don't have a problem with anybody coming to the land of the free and doing your big one. Do your big one. But don't forget about the people that's already here. Especially think about like people in San Francisco. Like San Francisco is one of the biggest homeless cities in.
Yeah.
Like they so homeless out there. The restaurants give them food at the end. You know how if y'all ever worked in a restaurant, y'all know how you not legally supposed to like give your food out at the end of the night. You supposed to toss it. No, they give the homeless food. Like there are homeless people just sit in the middle of like parks and stuff, have parties. Like they real life, like damn near hippies out there.
Wow.
And it's like we got the means because y'all setting up schools for them where our kids can't even go to these schools no more because y'all closed a lot of these schools during COVID. And now they got to halfway learn on e-learning, which is not really learning because who's going to sit there and make sure they paying attention? I think I'm resting, so I'm going to shut up.
I mean, their parents is at home.
I think you should keep going.
Your parent got to work.
Not doing COVID.
Your parent did have, some parents had to work during COVID. So having to work on your computer and making sure that your kid, that's probably, some of these kids was in like kindergarten, first, second grade.
I had a belt in my foot right here.
And that's why you ain't no parent yet. God, thank God.
Who turned that
Can
iPad
you
off?
something?
You can't whoop kids no more?
You could do whatever you want with your child. And if you go to jail for it, that's your business.
I'll be right there.
Stop saying you whooping. Stop.
You know that's generational, right?
I got a whooping before. A lot of whooping. That's why I turned out the way I am.
You still broke.
I ain't in jail. I ain't got a bunch of kids running around here. I'm disciplined. I treat women nice. I treat elderly nice. I say yes, ma'am, no, sir.
I don't say so.
Can we talk about these migrants?
All that started because how I was raised. Listen, man. Fuck them migrants, okay?
Whoa. Yo.
No, that's real shit. Fuck the migrants. And fuck the government and for allowing them to come in here and be like that.
I
thought I was crazy. I thought I'd be tripping.
Blame the southern states. They're the reason that they're here in Chicago and DC.
Fuck them too.
Yeah.
That does, you saying F them does not solve a problem.
If you want to solve the problem, kick them out.
Wow.
Kick them out. Because when the migrants, the black migrants from Haiti, when they was over here, we kicked them out, right? When Haiti was going through their refugee shit, we got them up out of here, right? So yeah. So why we can't kick them out?
Okay, you got your MAGA hat on today.
Kick the ass out. I ain't got my MAGA hat on.
Why would you want, so if you, Cody.
MAGA the reason why they in this.
Cody, let's do this. Cody.
Kick him out.
So, in another world, in the underworld.
Or that's the South Dakota, because ain't nobody really out there, right?
That's my thing. Why not send them to Idaho, Oregon,
Ain't no opportunities out there.
Iowa? All the black people go to Iowa. Y'all know black people
Man,
love to go to
Kanye
Iowa.
built a whole fucking city in Wyoming. Just send that ass out
Send
there.
that ass out there. He got tents already set up.
He got a whole land. He got a city. Send that ass to Wyoming.
Go
No,
ahead.
Kanye Republican.
So like
We were already, what you call them? City?
Asylum City.
Asylum
This was,
cities. I think it's another word for it.
Alright, so send that ass to Wyoming. Wyoming Democrat,
I agree
right?
with you, but this is what like the red-
Sanctuary city, that's what you call it.
Yeah.
But some certain cities have always been sanctuary cities.
Like I know, like New York.
Yeah,
They're
New
probably
York. Yeah, like they've always been sanctuary cities. So asylum seekers have always been welcome to go to those specific cities. Like this is way before Brandon Johnson, way before Harold Washington.
That's crazy, man. I
So
feel like
you think it's wrong for people to like? You think it's wrong that they? So what do you think is wrong about the migrants coming here or being in here?
Cause that's what I was gonna ask you. In your perfect Dominican world, where you and your Dominican 2 kids and your Dominican wife,
yes.
and y'all say, "Hey, we can get up out of here and give a better life," and y'all come to America, and then y'all
We already
get.
here because Poppy got a green card.
That's not what I'm saying. Follow me. Just follow me.
Wow.
I'm Poppy.
Don't battle me. Just follow. So y'all come to Texas, and then the people in Texas put y'all on a bus, and then y'all end up in Chicago. So now you living in a shelter with your kids. You outside trying to figure out, okay, how are we gonna eat? We gotta share a McDonald's burger. Every once in a while, somebody might walk up and give you $20 because they see you got kids. But then it starts to get a little better. You take a couple classes, you learn your English.
Mm-hmm.
They shelter your whole family. Your kids going to school, they learn the English. Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing bad happening to you. You not around the hoorah of people that's like the ones that was out west, like trying to slice each other with swords like this was Game of Thrones. You ain't in that. Yeah. You know, you and your family, y'all doing what y'all need to do. And then you get a little job.
I'm trying to follow you.
Maybe helping out with the railroad and stuff.
That's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Maybe like lower tier railroad. Like you ain't on the railroad.
Itself and make this money.
You know, you just get a little entry level job that the government done gave you, and you know a little English now. What's wrong with that?
From their standpoint, nothing. So if you want to talk about humanity, having a humanity and you have a heart, there's nothing wrong with that. You coming from wherever you coming from, life fucked up. I get it. But from an American citizen standpoint and a citizen of the great state of Chicago, where all this stuff is happening at.
Wait, the great state?
Yeah, I heard
Is your
it,
sister still on here?
and I let it go.
Y'all ain't never seen that video where dude was like,
Yeah,
the state
we did, but stop playing.
But as a citizen of Chicago,
Chicago is a state.
yeah, we our own state. Illinois just gotta let that shit go. The state,
Okay, Chicago State University never made sense to me, but okay.
right? So all I'm saying is that you cannot bring. If you bring those people here and you give them all that opportunity,
Take your time.
what's out the yarn? What's stopping you from giving that to the people that's already been here? So
Or at least split the money. That's exactly what I said in the beginning.
But that's not what they doing. They're not going. It's either or, right? So if your whole goal is to pick people the American way, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and make it happen, right? That's the American way. That's what we preach here in America, right? These people come over here and you give them everything to give them a head start. But when you got people that have been in this country for centuries, well, for a century at least, and Americans haven't given us anything to get a head start. And I think I'm not going to talk to the person that talked to about this, but one thing is about we start talking about politics and we start talking about foreign policies and we start talking about different things well, just in the world. I think us as black people, sometimes those conversations don't have to do with us because we need to start focusing on the shit that is currently being done to us and that will have been done to us in our own country. So I don't give a when I say fuck those migrants. I'm not saying like fuck them as human beings and having people what they're going through. It's fucked up. But fuck them in the sense where it's like, yo, like my people has been going through it for 100 years, 100 years and over, let's say 150 years in America, period, right?
Plus.
That's slavery. I'm talking about before they Emancipation Proclamation. That's been what? The Emancipation Proclamation. The MP, EP. It was signed in like 1865, right? 1865,
something
right?
like that.
Like 63. So that gives you what, that's 40 years plus 2024, so 60 years. So that's 150, 160 years, right? That's since we've been free, technically, right? Yeah. So in the last 150 years, bro, 160 years, bro, like y'all ain't give us shit to jumpstart. Every time we tried to make some shit happen, y'all took it from us. Every time we get a movement going, that people start giving us sense, y'all kill a leader. You know what I mean? So it's like, fuck them. Like, bro, we got other we need to worry about. And if y'all got 300 M's Chicago for them, like, bro, why y'all ain't have 300 M's to keep those schools open? You know what I'm saying? And y'all worry why these shorties out here running wild, shooting each other, broke, robbing shit. They ain't got no money. They ain't got shit to do. Ain't no programs. Ain't this and that. It's way more shit that shit can go to. But y'all got that for them.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
And we ain't even got.
And I'm not wishing harm on none of them people. I wish they get that safety and asylum because I heard what the conditions in Venezuela was fucked up. But that shouldn't have to be on the backs of our taxpaying dollars. That shouldn't have to be on the back. That should have to come at the cost of our education. Should come at the cost of our safety in our community. Because where they put them at? They put them in the black and brown communities. You know what I mean? So I get your scenario, but it's a bigger thing here. You know what I mean? So nah, fuck them migrants and
I ain't gonna say the migrants. I feel how you saying not
fuck
the
that
migrants,
shit.
though.
They got
It's not their fault
because
though.
when they
That's
build,
why
when
you
they
can't say F them.
This is what I'm trying to get you to understand. When they build up, right? And we have this thing of being so compassionate about these people.
But logically, it's not their fault. What they supposed to do? Oh
Right.
no
It's
money.
not their
Don't give
fault,
me no
but we
like,
shouldn't
what?
be. But why is we like?
It's not their fault. It's the
not their
government
fault. It's the government fault,
It's the
right?
Yeah,
government.
so you can't say F the
It's not
migrants.
like the migrants. It's the government.
Man, look, huh?
Say JB
It's
Pritzker.
it's really JB Pritzker that's giving out all this money. That pay my student loans off for something. You giving out $300 million.
Say Joe Biden. Say it right now.
Joe Biden.
No.
You say you want me to say Joe Biden.
I'm just kidding.
You are not eating Jimmy John's no more before.
No, I ain't got nothing against Joe Biden. Like Joe Biden is he just duh. You know what I'm saying?
We wish him a good retirement. That's what we want.
He's just duh.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's a bigger picture when it's like, so I can't feel for Ukraine. I can't like what's going on in Israel and Palestine. Both shit wrong what they doing to each other, and I feel for them, right? But I can't give my attention to what that's going on when I'm sitting here literally seeing that, yo, how they just really picking apart my community at home.
So what are you giving your attention to?
I'm giving my attention to the conversation with us. Like, with us, what we got going on here. Like, prime example, right? Rahm Emanuel in the city of Chicago, people that we elected in, right? They closed all those schools on the south side, right? And the reason was they didn't have funding. Okay, cool. Now you fast forward over the past 10 years since they did that shit. Look at all the killings that happened after that, right? When they did all that shit, they forcing people from different neighborhoods to go to these different schools, stuff like that. And look what it is, gang wars, all type of shit was going on. They didn't even think about that, right? Same way, if I'm a little kid, like you said, I'm a little kid, I'm a family coming over here on the bus, and I'm trying to make some shit happen. What about the little kid that's on the bus on his way driving to school and he got to worry about getting shot or getting robbed or this and that happening to him because nobody in my city that my parents pay taxpayers for even thought to sit down and think of a safety plan to make sure I'm good. You know what I'm saying? All they do is give me a free fucking bus card and I'm off for myself. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But now y'all got $300 million to give some people that really 9 times out of 10, it's not even guaranteed they gonna vote Democrat. You know what I'm saying? It's like
they gotta be here for a minute to even vote.
But you giving them opportunity.
No,
so
they
now
expediting them.
And I don't even want to seem like I'm ranting
sure.
because now we moving out of fashion more so into feelings. But like if you do another 10 years, with all the opportunity that you are giving them, like, yo, where's that's gonna sit them up and sit us up in our community, right? But then when you say shit like, I don't care, it's ain't shit to do with me. In 10 years, when I'm just saying though, but that's the not just you, but that's the rhetoric that everybody be saying when it comes to
I don't think like that.
is that they don't care. So it's like in 10 years when they own their communities, when you go to some of these communities, when you go to your Chinatowns and when you go to over east and you see these Hispanic communities, when they own the fucking tire shops and they own the bodegas and they own all the shit in their community and they got their own banks. It's not Chase or Bank of America. It's their community bank. And we over here and we still cashing checks at the currency exchange. You know what I'm saying? That's all because the resources that the people that we vote for and the people that we give a fuck about ain't putting it into us, ain't putting no plan. They have a plan for these migrants. How the fuck is you renovating the school and teaching them, giving them housing? Like, this is a thought. That's somebody that thought this shit out and say, yo, this is how they gonna be over here. This is how we're gonna progress them to be in American society. But what was the plan for us? Every time we get shit, they, oh no, your daddy can't be in the home, so now y'all can't get fucking welfare. That's their plan for us. None of they plan for us was never like progression. It was all breaking up shit. So that's just my thought process. And I didn't mean to get that deep on that shit, but that's just my thought process. And I'm gonna figure out how to say Emancipation Proclamation before we leave.
You just said it.
Yeah.
I've never
Great points, Cody.
Like shorten it to EP. I've never.
EP is very ghetto. I don't know why he thought that was
Very
cute.
ghetto.
I never thought it could be like that.
Just a thought. There is a group of people. I don't know if you call them a full organizations, but they're in Chicago and they working to fight for our reparations in Chicago. Because y'all do know, I think it's New York. They get reparations.
California. I think they passed for California.
California, and I want to say probably New York too. I gotta do my research. I gotta look over it again. But yeah, one of those two, probably both of them. But yeah, they getting reparations out there for Black people. And it is, maybe we could clip.
So like I need to
if
be in
we
California.
decide to clip this up, we could put the information in it. I got it in my phone. But yeah, there are organizations that help fight for reparations.
They trying. We ain't getting it no
If
time
y'all
soon.
want to help. Maybe if you got your ass up and joined the organization.
I need to get my
They
ass up
can
and join.
help.
I need that. I need to join them. I'm looking for it.
They ain't gonna get no test.
Hey. What's up? What's the word?